Hi, and welcome to That Tale. This is Rebecca Bautista, and we'll be talking about sinking funds. So let's get started. So what is a sinking fund? Well, think of it as a money set aside for a specific upcoming expense. Keyword there is specific. So that's how it differs from an emergency fund, because those are unexpected. What you do is you save up money for these expenses by putting a little aside at a time. It can be done on a monthly, weekly, or by paycheck basis, whatever is easiest for you. What can a sinking fund be? It could be anything from large events like saving up to get married or buy an engagement ring, going to college, vacations, a new car, or it could be smaller things like things that you pay yearly subscriptions to. So the purpose of this is to make the expense more manageable. It also helps keep them in your mind because you're treating it as a budget line or something that you are continuously saving to. First, you want to figure out how do you set it up. Well, you set it up in 3 steps. Step 1. First, you need to determine how much money you need for the event or the expense. In this scenario, we're going to pretend it's for a wedding, and so we want to save up $20,000. Step 2 is now you have to figure out how much time you have until that event or that expense. In our case, we're going to pretend that we want to get married in 5 years, so we're going to give ourselves 60 months to save up that 20 grand. Step 3 is math time, which is where you're going to divide the amount of money by either the amount of time that you have if you're going to be saving for it on a monthly basis, or if you're going to be saving it based off a paycheck. In this case, I'm going to be pretending that I get paid on a bi-monthly basis, so I get paid twice in a month, and so therefore I'm going to be doing 20,000 divided by 120. Now that seems much easier for saving up to $20,000 instead of putting $500, $1,000, etc. because the longer amount of time you have, the easier it is to save because you can now put in a smaller amount. That's what it means by the terms of sinking fund, because you are sinking in money as it goes and building to that bigger either event or expense. Now that you know how much money you're going to be putting aside, you could then add that to your budget line. It's just another bill that you have to pay yourself. What if you have like 1 billion sinking funds? Well, this is a really common problem. In fact, people think they need a sinking fund for every little thing. And so it's time to prioritize and figure out exactly what you want to be spending your money on, as well as whether or not it's even in your budget. Sometimes it's not. Pick which ones are more valued to you. Another thing is that you can start this off really early. For example, do you have kids? Are they excited to potentially be an adult and drive a car? Usually that's the first sinking fund that a lot of kids aspire to have, a car. So you can work on using some of their allowance and putting some of it away and figuring out, hey, you can get a driver's license at 15, so now you have 12 years. Let's figure out how much money you need to put aside to then buy a used car. That's one thing you can start talking to your kids about, and it's just a really easy way to start getting into good habits. Well, I hope you found this video helpful on exactly what is a sinking fund, how you break it down and add it to your budget line. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Please like the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click that bell for a notification for our next video. Our next video is going to be on a checking buffer, and then we'll be going over some fun ways on how to incorporate savings into your lifestyle. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.